Hey guys, what's up? So today we're talking about this Squire Strat here. So this is a crappy guitar. And I'm not reviewing it. First of all, this is not a review. This is just, well, if you read the title, you know what it is. But this not the normal Squire Strats, but this specific guitar is crap. See, because the bridge, it's just these little pieces are rusted out, and so when you're like palm muting, I forgot the term there, but it's like super uncomfortable. And there's like, I think somebody was trying to use a whammy bar and do some Dragon Force crap with this thing, because it was like there's literally a chunk of whammy bar stuck in there. Yeah, so the bridge definitely needs to be replaced, and same thing with the tuning machines. Like, the Squire ones aren't as bad as people think they are, but they are, like, they're pretty bad. Like, they don't stay in tune for... I would trust these things to stay in tune for, like, an hour and a half, at, like, best. But, yeah, they're just the standard Squire ones, and, yeah, so, especially the strings. I haven't gotten their strings replaced yet, and their 10s, which are a bit too heavy. I like 9s, but these are just, when I'm bending, they just kind of, it's really uncomfortable, and they're super dirty, so strings definitely need replacing. Especially the pickups. Like, there's a bunch of grime around that middle pickup that's weird. And I do not like single coil pickups. For the music that I play, I prefer humbuckers much more. I mean, in some cases, I prefer single coils. Like, if I'm playing, like, old school, like, super old school rock, then I'll use single coils. That's why I have them in my, in Hot Dano over there. Go watch that video if you haven't seen it yet. It's my last video. But, yeah, I wanted to do a couple of upgrades and do a little project on this thing, because it's not actually a bad guitar, and it's very similar to the first guitar I ever had, which was a J Tercer, and it was pretty much identical to this one, except it had a gloss neck. Didn't have that, I forget what you call these, like the little mark, like along the length of the neck there, you can see it. But yeah, so I wanted to make this into a little project and do like a fully black, like a black pick guard. I don't know, maybe like some black locking tuners or something up there. Maybe I'll like, well, probably not, but maybe I'll like spray paint the headstock in black or something. I don't know, but because I don't really like the black and white, like the black body with the white pickguard. It's kind of just like, it looks a lot like a beginner guitar, and I don't really want something, well, it pretty much is a beginner guitar, and I don't want something that looks like it would be a beginner guitar, because then people are going to start judging me, even though, like, I think I'm a pretty good player, at least for my age, but I don't know, I also really like the look of just black on black. I think it would look super awesome on a Strat. So I was thinking, since I like humbuckers and black on black, so I went on Amazon and I saw this pick guard that was like, it was all black as for a Strat, and it was just humbucker, and I was like, that looks pretty good. So I don't know when I'm gonna start this project, because I don't really have enough time to do it right now, or I guess, but yeah, I don't know. I'll probably be doing it soon, because this is a project I really want to do. But I started by painting the back. You can't even see that. There you go. The back plate, I guess you could call it. I just spray painted it a matte black, and I didn't have any like clear coat around, so I just called it a day. But I don't think it'll rub off. It feels pretty good. And yeah, there were only 2 screws on this one. I don't know why. Looks like somebody tried to like put, well, it had these, like the 2 original screws, and then these little weird black ones that didn't even fit. So I don't know what's up with that, but yeah. Yeah, especially like the tone and volume knobs. Don't know if you can see that very well. Here, I'll try. They're just super grimy and nasty. And the tone pots don't even work. Like, I tried it out. Like, I tried to see just before this video, and the volume works perfectly, but the tones don't actually do anything. I tried it on all 5 positions, and they didn't do anything. So, that's kind of weird, but I think if I get a new black pickguard, scratch plate, whatever you want to call it, in there, then that would be good with the humbuckers, with the humbuckers and stuff. So, yeah. Actually, I'll tell you how I got this guitar. It's kind of an interesting story. So my Aunt Lena wanted to start playing guitar. So she got this Strat. I think it was used for like $35 or something, and she got tiny little crappy like Ibanez amp that was like this big maybe. And she just started to play, but she like couldn't get the hang of it, and I wondered why. And she was like, yeah, I can't get the hang of this guitar playing. And I'm like, here, you want me to show you like what you're doing wrong or something? And she's like, sure. And then I was like, wait, are you left-handed? She's like, yeah. I'm like, oh, you bought a right-handed guitar. She's like, oh. So then we didn't care about it for the next couple of months. We just didn't talk about it. And then when I went over to her place with my like mom and dad for like a visit, I saw this guitar, and she had it all set up for me. She knew I was coming, so she got it ready. And I was playing it, and she was like, hey, if you like that, you can have it. And I'm like, ooh, okay, but that's not the end of the story. That's not the end of the story. So I talked with my mom, see if it was like, okay. And I was like, actually, you know what I could do? Here, let me just close the door again. Much better. So what I thought about it, and I was like, okay, I really do want this guitar because I could do some pretty sweet stuff to it, but like I want to, like, I can't just take the guitar from her. Like, that would be kind of, I don't know, weird. Even though she like offered it, I was like, that might be a bad idea because it's kind of like, I don't know, I feel like I should give her something back. So what we did was we did a trade, actually. I don't think it was really a worth it trade, like for me, a worth it trade. You get what I'm saying, but it wasn't really, well, it was worth it, but if like you were in that situation, I bet you wouldn't think it was worth it. But anyways, we traded this, so I got to keep the guitar, and since I had a great experience with solo guitars, we bought her, here, let me grab it. It's under the bed here. Cords and stuff. We got her this sweet left-handed Telecaster kit from Solo Guitars, solomusicgear.com. And again, I'm super impressed with it. Like, this isn't a review because I haven't even finished it. We haven't even finished it yet, but you just have to say it right off the bat, like, it looks super good. So yeah, so what we did was we got this kit, and we were like, okay, when are we going to work on it? And we set up a date and time, and she came over, and we started working on it. So what we did was we did the, she decided that she didn't want to paint it anything, so we just did a satin, she wanted like a natural look, so we just did a satin finish over the body. Doesn't really feel satiny, it feels like a matte finish, but I don't know. And then the back of the neck, just like mine, we did a matte finish, and she wrote, I don't know if you can see that, I don't know if it's backwards or not, but Lisa, that's because she named the guitar too. I'm like, you come up for a name for it? And she was like, yeah, Lisa. So I'm like, okay, that's pretty cool. So yeah, and then when we put the neck on, it was not straight. It's pretty straight now, but it was just bent like crap, like that. And there was a huge gap there. So we were like, that's bad, but she had to go, so I fixed it on my own time. And then I also put in the Strat buttons, I guess. And I think it's going to be a sweet guitar, but the one thing that I'm concerned about is the soldering, because I can't solder for crap. The guitar that I did myself, I got it actually, like, I got it soldered, like, the local guitar guy got it soldered for me. So he's also the one who installed the pickup and the string tree and stuff. But, yeah. So this is, like, 5 times harder to solder than just a Strat, because it's got the, like, the bridge and then this pickup, and you gotta wire it up to here and then to there. And it's just super complicated, so I don't know how we're gonna do that. I think my aunt knows how to solder, but if worst comes to worst, I guess we'll just get it done. But yeah, if I was thinking about getting an actual right-handed one, or if she, like, someday she decides she didn't want to do guitar anymore, and she's like, final decision, I don't want to do this because I don't have the time, and, you know, whatever. Sorry about that, guys. So if she doesn't want to do it anymore, then I guess I can just, like, if she just wants to give it to me, I'm like, okay, you know what, I'll, like, give you something, whatever, pay you for it. But I could do, like, a Hendrix type deal for this thing, because if I just flip the nut, and I don't think the tuners need to be reversed, but I can do, like, you know, how we used to play, like, the, hold on, like how we used to play, like, the right-handed ones left-handed, like that and stuff. We can do that sort of deal, even though that looks friggin' weird, but I don't know. But yeah, this is a really sweet guitar. I don't think that's ever gonna happen. I'm like, but if it does happen, then, you know, whatever. But it is a really nice kit. I'm not sponsored, by the way. This is not a sponsored video. I just really love solo guitars. The one complaint, well, it's not really a complaint, but the one thing you have to look out for when buying any sort of guitar kit is the frets, because the fret ends are just, like, it's like, this kit was $150 Canadian, but I don't know how much American that is, probably like 100 and, I'm not even gonna guess, but the fret ends, I don't know if, well, here, let me try to get it to focus. Dang it. So, come on. Not focusing, but these fret ends are sharp. Like, they are worse than Squires, man, but, so you definitely have to do some fret work when you get these kits. But once you do that, they're amazing for the price, especially. Because my Strat was, like, I'm pretty sure it was the same price as this one, but they're just super awesome. I would definitely recommend them. Not sponsored. But anyways, yeah, that's pretty much it. So I'm excited to get working on this Strat, and I guess I'll see you guys later.